Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, basically this is going to be a little video of how to play DROPZONE, because I've seen a lot of people playing it and they don't really get the gist of it, because it's quite unlike different videos when it comes to different game modes when it comes to spawns, gunplay, things like that. And obviously with the fact that care packages drop out of the air and you don't actually have to earn them, that's completely different themselves. Right, so I'm going to start off. This is just going to be SMG gameplay. So obviously on bootleg. Just going to obviously run down the middle. This is where most of the team spawn. Pick up a few kills. Me and Dave obviously just wrecking the shit out of them. And pick off that guy. I noticed there's a couple of guys around here, so I just want to reload before I try and jump around or anything. But I think you see me. Oh, I managed to miss a knife as well, which is always nice, but getting shot in the side, that's fuck all you can do. Anyway, yeah. Obviously with DROPZONE, the spawns aren't set. Because of the spawn system moving around the map every 60 seconds, they try and incorporate different spawns on each side. So you can be coming from the left and people will be spawning on your right. Like for instance here, they'll be spawning right roughly where COD domination is, so that's why I'm walking around the back. Even though the sort of headquarters DROPZONE place is actually in the middle. So they obviously will be spawning there, they'll be rushing down there. This is where I muck up a bit on this guy. Didn't realise I had no bullets and get dominated. So yeah, obviously you can't play well all the time, but with me it seems to be a little of the time at the moment. But yeah, people will be spawning on your left and your right all the time. There will be no set spawns in DROPZONE. So say for instance there's 4 guys that just spawned there, there's also 4 guys that just spawned at C domination. So you kill 2 and they'll spawn off the other 2 who've just spawned. So you've got to switch it up a bit, always look on both sides, whereas with domination you'd kind of play left, play right, see what happens and basically pick them off from where they're spawning straight towards you. Try to get away from these nades. Luckily that's a good tip for you as well. If nades are coming at you, try and jump, because for some reason it seems to cause a lot less damage on you. But yeah, as this DROPZONE was right back at far A domination spawn, it's pretty easy to know that the next one's going to be around here, and as I see it's coming down in roughly 4 or 5 seconds, I'll just try and camp around a bit, because it means their team are going to be spawning in and around me. So just make sure that none of them spawn in there, because on here, if your team spawns in green, which is that little hut where Swan just come out of, their team will spawn just behind them. So obviously I was nearly picked off there because I wasn't paying too much attention and got sniped from behind me. But yeah, it's good because it kind of gives the underdog a chance. Like, people that normally spawn trapping in games have no chance in this because there's literally a random spawn. The trick with DROPZONE is to try and get some mates in the game. Don't try and play it on your own, because you've got to try and do a lot of slaying with the spawns being so random and stay on the DROPZONE. You can't really do both of it, and my little tip is only to pick up the good care packages, because with you going to even the animation of trying to pick up a care package can take a lot of well, not a lot of time, but some time, and then it will give other people from the opposite team time to just dominate the hell out of you. So here I've got Dave, Swan, Matt, and a couple of our friends. We're just playing together, obviously. So right now I know I've picked up a Reaper, and we're winning by 5,380 to 240, so we're pretty much dominating these kids, even though my gunplay isn't too well. So I'll just launch a Reaper now, knowing that we've pretty much got this game in the bag. So because the other players on my team know to shoot left, shoot right, and pretty much to play these guys easily, I can just pin them off as they're running towards the DROPZONE, just to ensure that we do get a nice considerable lead. And as soon as I've got a Reaper, I don't really have to do anything apart from shoot down and destroy kids, because they've got no hope. Especially with a lot of people now playing the EMP on DROPZONE, they get to without playing the EMP, because you can't get it on a kill streak. Obviously things like that happen. 7,540 to 360. It's easy as that, guys. You literally don't have to worry about it, and you get a nice little double kill with the Reaper for the end. So yeah, that's as easy as DROPZONE gets. You've just got to make sure you're aiming every single corner, and I went 21 for 4 there, and that was no hassle, no sweating, just simply SMGing around the middle of the map and knowing where the next DROPZONE is going to spawn. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for this. I'm going to try and get some videos up with different gameplays, different modes. I know there's a lot of S&D gameplay up there, so I'm going to try and get some ones where you actually see some good kills, because a lot of it's just kids camping and playing with C4s and stuff. So yeah, I'll get all of that up on the channel in the next couple of months. But for all of you now, that's how you play DROPZONE, and make sure you give a like, a comment, subscribe, do whatever the hell you do on YouTube. So yeah, that's Millo, and that's all you get.